All right, let's get right into this reading. I see here that there are huge blessings coming in for you. There is some kind of reward that will soon be yours. You've been waiting and doing the work, and you've been wondering when things will shift. Things are about to shift, and a lot of it has to do with you choosing yourself and not focusing on your masculine. So this is the first reading I've ever had these two cards come out in like the kind of outcome overall energy, Two of Cups and the Lovers. I get a real feeling here that you had to deal with this sadness, and so did they, but Spirit wants me to focus on you for a minute here. There was a lot going on regarding things you thought were real in your life that they appeared real, but underneath they really weren't stable. They really weren't actually lasting or going to take you where you wanted to be. This was a bit of Spirit's overall kind of getting you to rely on yourself, getting your, for lack of a better word, codependency to be examined here, right? We've got, again here, emotional, spiritual, structural, physical, and walking away. And here we have Spirit showing up for the hand they played in getting you to see that the show of it all, the 3D of it all, is really, oh wow, not reality. What the reality is, it's what is internal, They don't want you to base your feelings, base your actions in your life on what you see in the 3D. They want you to build very solid structures here that serve your highest good, that serve you. Okay, so now more about the masculine here. We have the, what I said was really important because I just started burping, so that's fine. The runner is coming back. We see in the past, he was a little bit of a player here. This is this card that really gives me that feeling that he made it look like he really wanted something with you, like a relationship or very solid. But when it came down to it, I do see here there were words exchanged that left you confused and not really understanding like why things went the way that they went. You felt like he was a soulmate, and he is a soulmate, and very special. But it's that same specialness that made him run away. You guys will be discussing that this black energy and this Page of Swords here is really giving me this very feminine, chaotic energy, like in the white and black, yin yang. The black is the feminine, and it's chaos, right? It's from what all things are born. And here we have this Five of Cups with, I love this card, the blue heart and the black bird. The black bird to me is always these messages of, it's like an emotional message, but I feel like when this communication is received by you, it's gonna be like, feel more like a sign or a symbol or something very chaotic that you kind of have to piece together and make sense of. Like, I see you kind of navigating these, this confused, like, it almost makes me feel like he's posting things for you to see, or he's posting songs, or he's sending you something and then is saying, oh, sorry, that wasn't for you, or it's cryptic in a way, is what I feel. And it's like, kind of, what do they call that? It's like lightning rods, what's coming up, but it's also like it's like a test run to see, will you respond? Will you react? Are you still watching, looking, stalking, seeing, waiting? All these words are coming up. I feel like, okay, we have this infinity symbol here on this card. This has been going on. A lot of these thoughts and feelings and desires and plans have been forming for a while. Okay, what are they showing me? They're showing me like, oh my gosh, look at that. I just drew these out in the middle of the deck. It's 5115. They're showing me like a period of 7 days. And it's like, sorry, this is a bit weird. It's almost like you had to create the world again. It's very odd. Let's get more and see what they're talking about. So I see that there were a lot of possibilities in the past, and there will be a lot of possibilities in the future. They're saying like it was the morning that helped recreate the world, and it was like this stillness, the frozen heart. The world was born from the frozen heart. So it's like this beautiful like fire and ice combination here, where you're being led into this healing. I was like, why are these cards coming out together? But I see that your healing is really forging this leadership quality in you that is letting you open your heart in this beautiful way. So yeah, we have the 7 here. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. So this is what you were doing, learning from this experience and this really beautiful wisdom. Otter spirit, 42. You're never alone. So if you had codependency issues, I think that's what that was about, learning. So interesting, I went to the zoo on Sunday, which was my birthday, and I saw all these animals. 26, Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. And that's that gap between the worlds. 34, and then there's 7, Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Learning to live in the present moment. Wow, this is a very special card to me. Dragonfly Spirit, 22, Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. This was the first card I drew from this deck. And on the back we have Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time, and life is a mystery. So as I said, that was the first statement I made in this reading. You'll be receiving a lot of blessings. So this is my Divine Masculine card in this deck, 22, a Master Builder number. Okay, so that gave us a lot of information about the ascension process that you've gone through. And this is another card of ascension, and also this is a card of ascension. I know the Ace of Wands is often a very passionate card, but it's also new beginnings spiritually. Wands are spirit, and this can be you seeing life through a new spiritual lens, there's a lot about heart here, and a lot about kind of mourning. What I want to say is it's like mourning who you used to be. And it is through loss, right, that we can reflect about I wasn't expecting quite this deep of a reading today, but we also mourn the former parts of ourselves that sometimes we see ourselves in we see life as we think we are, and when we ascend and grow, we have to mourn the parts of ourselves that we've outgrown and that saw life in a certain way and that went through so much heartbreak and so much pain. And sometimes we also have to leave people behind because that's just how life is. We grow and we move onto different paths. And I think you're being faced with some of those challenges right now around people that you've had to leave behind, and so is he. I see that there's been some endings that have been chosen and some endings that perhaps were just part of the universe's plan that maybe you didn't choose. And both of those things affect us a lot, right? So we see, again, when we go through loss, that sometimes we put a lot of energy into building certain structures or relationships that we thought would last but didn't, and or don't. And sometimes you learn more from having to let go of a relationship than you do from building it. I think that's what this is actually about, you know. It's a difficult lesson. It kind of makes sense as we're heading into Scorpio season and this eclipse. But the eclipses will ask us to give up something to have our new life, a better life, a life we're choosing. But sometimes we find that very, very hard because of that doubt, right? We don't yet fully see the vision for the new life, and so we cling onto kind of the remnants of the past. Anyway, so I think you got the point of this. What Spirit wants you to know is when you choose yourself and you are true to yourself, even if it seems very difficult at times, you shall be rewarded with a lot of blessings. So let's get some guidance here. It's a beautiful, beautiful message, Spirit. And I'm going to take a couple of these cards. I meant to in the beginning. Just see. This isn't my favorite deck. Yeah, so codependency, love yourself first, worth waiting for. And that element of time was coming up as I was just talking. Pay attention to the red flags, past life relationship, chemistry, and unrequited love. So part of what you're doing is really learning to have self-respect and leave behind this addiction to waiting for other people to choose for you, waiting for other people to catch up with you or heal with you. I do feel like there has been some of this you've carried over from other lifetimes, past lifetimes. And now is finally the time. This may be a family dynamic that you're finally healing. You know, we do have Queen and King of Pentacles. It may be something you do have to go against your parents regarding how you want to live your life. And they're saying like, no, first of all, I want to respect our parents always. I've talked about this in other readings. I had very difficult relationships with my parents, and I still say always, your parents are doing the best that they actually could. And that comes through healing. Like, you accept, when you transcend that ego part of yourself, you really can understand that wasn't ever really about you. Though it really felt that way, and it really impacts your life. It was their own battles, you know, and their own ghosts and their own demons that they were wrestling with that were also done to them. And so when we have the ability to recognize that pattern, we can transcend it. And it appears that this is open for you, that you maybe, once you transcend this, you won't be looking and seeking for validation outside of yourself the way that you have been. This is part of healing the twin flame journey, is that you do begin to self-validate, and which is a beautiful thing, right? Comes with its own challenges, but is there a card turned over? There is. Is that we are attracted to emotionally avoidant people when we are seeking to heal those wounds of abandonment and rejection. And once we transcend those, we don't find that behavior attractive anymore. And that's a very clinical way of looking at it. But look at that. I love this card. I just love this card. You know, that's a very big, okay, she wants to be here. It's a very big way of looking at things. So beautiful. We have Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights. Oh my gosh, wow, beautiful. Are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So he doesn't come out very often. Archangel Michael. Trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow miracles to occur. Those are beautiful guides to help you navigate these times. If you want to call them in during meditation, journaling, showering, walking, whenever you can allow your mind to kind of be free from the strategy and the story you tell, you can be open to that subconscious realm where you get those downloads and understanding that will help you see through the illusions that they're talking about here. So let's get some dragons to help you. Also, fire and water dragons enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly. Expand. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So beautiful. I felt with Mary Magdalene that Christ might come out, and here is just Christ-light energy. The golden Christed dragon brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. So a lot of cards of protection here. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. And the golden Atlantean dragon helps you remember the wisdom of golden Atlantis. The big energy is coming out. Awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. Reclaim your mastery. And then on the back, we have the rose pink dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart, which is that Venus Christ light, which we had Venus and we had the Christ light. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Going to pull a few crystals here to give you some guidance. And I really want to, they're saying to remind you, please, that Ascended Masters are always available to you. All you have to do is ask for their guidance or protection, and they are there for you, especially Saint Germain. Always super close to the twins. Clear quartz purification. I love, it's my favorite crystal. I know it's very basic, but this is my 7-face style crystal. So giving and receiving equally, and very, very interesting that I brought that up with the word 7 and that black and white. But anyway, rose quartz, inner child, always very important for us. And then I can't really say it, but it's coaxonite, new beginning, and morganite, relationship healing. So a lot of pink energy here. And a few messages to close out this reading. I think I'm going to get a new message deck. Because I feel like we need it. I need it. I want it. So, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. This may be partially what your family dynamic has been, focusing on the negative, feeling like if you criticize the negative enough, like 2 minuses, you will get a positive out of it, is a very common practice for parents, and it really never works. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. So we have a lot of cards here of accepting each other for who you are and as you are. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point to trying to change that which is beyond our control. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And I do think that the really important word there is trust. We're always working to get out of doubt and into trust. And to do that, you have to cross the threshold of 500 on the emotional scale, which is love. So I hope that has served you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. It helps me so much. I really do appreciate you and all that you do. Bye for now.